Welcome to the videos. Norton Summit, Saturday morning Super Elliott bunch ride starts in the city, and about 15 minutes later it rolls past the Tower Hotel here, McGill Road. Bunch ride started around 2002, 2003 by Alan Gill, local road cycling legend. Jump in the back here, and I'm going to sling up through the group and show you some bunch riding tips on the hills, making sure we've got the camera rolling. Do what we do. The bike I'm riding today is an old tarmac from 2008. I got a Facebook Marketplace secondhand. I did make a bit of a mistake on this day. I haven't ridden that bike for a while, but my other bike had a bit of a flat tire, so I just jumped on this tarmac. But I didn't put the seat up because I've lost weight. It means I need to put the seat up, but I hadn't on this bike yet, so I was soon to find out that the seat height wasn't sufficient, and it was going to cause me a bit of an issue on this ride. Anyway, so we're moving up the front here, so I'll start at the back just to show you the depth of the bunch here, how many riders are in the bunch. So I'm going to quickly move up and get onto the wheels. I know that I'll be able to potentially hold, just get up in the front group there. Otherwise, I have to close the gap later, and then that's going to blow you up. So you can see the pace is on. It's a very steady pace, not super fast, but just pretty calm, and it'll go faster as we get on. So moving up here again, just getting on some riders' wheels that I know are going to do about the same time as me, give or take. Different sort of bikes in the bunch. We have a mix of rim brakes, disc brakes being more and more popular as we move into 2025. With more and more problems. But I'm always thankful if a rider is faster than me if they're on a disc brake bike, because it just helps me a little bit extra keep up, or get dropped not as much. So you sort of see, all these riders again have got experience in the bunch. They're all seasoned racers. Majority of these guys are racing or have raced Div 1, aka in Australia we call A grade. So again, the pace has sort of slowed up a bit here. I'm like, okay, this is interesting. Like now we're two abreast. So whenever the bunch is two abreast, it means the pace is a lot more chill. Okay, so I'm not sure why we were cruising at this sort of chill speed, but it was two abreast. And I was like, okay, with even three abreast now, we're three abreast. Normally at this point, it is single file. So what it means when it's slow like this, it means it's going to speed up, and here we go. Now we start to move. Okay, now someone's jumped in the front and said, okay, let's rock and roll. So now we're going to have a bit more of an acceleration. So that first, couple of minutes there was pretty pedestrian, and now we're going to single file pace. Okay, so now we're going to catch up for lost time. So now the pace starts to get quite hot. So slow start, and now we're going extra fast. Look at that, single file. Okay. So whenever the bunch goes into single file, you need to make sure you're on a correct wheel. Otherwise, you're going to lose position in the bunch. It's all about maintaining position in the bunch, because if you slide back too far, you can get stuck behind some slower riders. And then you're going to have some difficulties. Okay. Yeah, Adelaide, man, such a great place for riding, such a great place for training. Here we have in the bunch in the red jersey there, the 7-Eleven style, is Tristan Saunders. Recently won the Grafton Inverall, has won the Melbourne Warrnambool. So Alan Gill also believe has won Grafton Inverall. Correct me if I'm wrong, Alan. So yeah, we've got some very fast riders, some of the best riders in Australia here in this bunch. So again, single file. That's front rider's rolled off the front there, and he's going to slip in there. So the pace is definitely getting good now. It's getting hot. And you've got the front there, single file, so change of command at the front there. And there's a big string of riders behind me that have been dropped. And now, from memory, I think I'm sitting last wheel or thereabouts. So this is the fastest bunch in the world in terms of climbing speeds, like in terms of like fitness wise. This is the bunch in the world. I don't know of any other bunch in the world who has as many fit riders in it than this one, as a weekly ride. I don't know any, you know. I've done a lot of bunch rides around the world, and I know a lot of riders around the world. And this Super Elliott group, this Supers on the Saturday morning there. This is the ride, man. And look at this. We've got a split now. We've got a bit of a split in the bunch. So a bit of a gap there. So now another acceleration is going to happen to close that gap. So you know when there's a split in the bunch and it's all the Div 1 riders, you know the pace is on a training ride, a bunch ride. But it's good. This climb is ridden like a race in a way that it's like just all out, and then the rest of the ride's pretty chill. This is the hardest part of the bunch. Okay, this is the hardest part of the bunch ride, the Norton Summit part. It's where everyone just or those who want to go for it. There's a stick there. Roll over the stick. No worries. And look at that pace. Boom. Really getting now. It's really starting to get fast. Really starting to get fast. And you can sort of see right in front here, Tristan in the red jersey. Just look at the stable pelvis, man. Look at that. Just rock solid, man. And the souplesse and the pedaling. So yeah, definitely Tristan has that world tour style and ability. One of the best riders in Australia right now, fitness wise. You can still see all these riders. They definitely look like they're putting in the work. And another rider come past me now. And to this point, I'm feeling the pinch. I'm feeling the heat, and this is where I'm really feeling my seat height is too low. I definitely shouldn't have ridden this bike that day, but lessons be learned. But again, I wasn't using this as an excuse. I'm thinking, why am I what's going on? I'm not getting the power I normally get on this bike. The bike's fine, but then I was like, the seat's too low, man. The seat is just too low. So I'll be getting out the saddle a lot. So you can see me out the saddle now. This is filmed with a GoPro Hero 10. But yeah, so now I'm just out the saddle more, like I'm sort of running up the climb. There's Carl there. And yeah, at this point, I'm very struggling. I'm in very, very struggle land to hold the wheel. So I'm just in and out the saddle, trying to hold it. Again, fast bunch, man. The fastest bunch. This is the fastest bunch in the world. So if you come to Adelaide and you want the fastest bunch in the world, this part of the climb is Norton Summit. This is the hot spot. And the rest of the ride, I mean, it is quite sort of chill. It's not as fast as this, but it's still, you still need a high level of fitness to stay in the bunch on each climb and not get dropped. They do wait at the top for the rest of the riders on the climbs. That's cool. But it's still, you got to be fast to make up that time. Okay, and again here I'm just doing my best to try and hold on for the footage. I end up going. It was quite a hot and windy day this day. We're having amazing weather. It's mid-April. It's like the 19th. I'm making this video 19th of April, and it's freaking it's like hot as tonight. It's amazing. So again, what we see here is we see the single file effect here. All riders single file, and that means the pace is hot. As soon as the pace slows up, it goes 2 abreast, 3 abreast, 4 abreast. And then when the pace goes on, it goes single file. Because why does it go single file? It's too hard to ride 2 abreast. And it just drags out. You see, even the bunch sprint, it ends up single file in the end. Because of the higher the pace, the harder it is to maintain in the wind. So riders go single. And this is where I start to pop. Okay, here we go. So I'm out the saddle, just sprinting to try and hold. Riders come around me, and I'm going to try and get on their wheel. Do I succeed? I can't remember. There we go. Yep. Okay. So I'm just doing this last little bit of a sprint here to try and hold on, and then poof. So you see what happens there, right? Is this acceleration in the bunch? That's the difference right there. All right, that's the difference between me and the best domestic riders in Australia. World Tour potentials. That's the difference right there. Boom! When that surge really goes, like that race winning surge. If you can keep up with all those riders just then you are, you're almost at World Tour level, and you're definitely at a level that where you could win big races in Australia. Look at that! Boom! Look at that acceleration! Damn! And you see two riders there just getting dropped as well. Okay, so that was it. That's the hot spot right there. Let's see if we can zoom in on this setup so you can see what's going on. And here we go. So the other two riders there who were just off the back with me also got dropped. Now I'm trying to catch them, and there's three riders there actually. It looks like it's three riders. Not two. Two riders got dropped off the back. And look at that, how fast those riders are up the very, very front, ripping it up. And those two riders, I'm absolutely gassed. I'm just going to hold my tempo, my watts. But as soon as they start joining together, they're going to start working together. And as the road flattens off, they're going to put a gap into me. So, ideally, I should have been able to hold on a bit longer. But again, that was due to the seat post being too low, the seat being too low. So normally the week beforehand, if you remember correctly, I stay with these two riders on their wheels. But today, this is the difference that a few millimeters of seat height can make. Okay, a few millimeters of seat height, because I've lost the weight. Then your seat height effectively goes down because you have less mass on your glutes, so that lowers your bum towards the bottom bracket, which means you have to put your seat up. So if you gain weight, your seat has to come down. If you lose weight, your seat has to come up to compensate the differences there. So again, it looks like we're going very slow, but this is, we'd still put under sub 14 on a hot windy day. It's amazing. But yeah, great footage in the GoPro Hero 10. So that's about it. It's just no man's land now. In the no man's land. So in the no man's land now, basically. No man's land. There's no one behind me for quite a while. And there's a few riders up here from different groups that will pass. But that's what you got to do, for me. So to bridge that gap, you saw that gap there from the difference between me and the best riders in Australia. There is it's at least a minute or more up Norton Summit. It's going to be a minute. It's going to be 1 to 2 minutes up Norton Summit. So I did a 12:45 the other day, and the comm is just under 11 minutes now. So yeah, it's a big gap. It's a big gap. Might not look like much, but that is huge in cycling. A minute to a minute 45 up Norton Summit is massive, massive. So for me to close that gap, for me to go a sub 12 minute up Norton Summit, I need to put in the work that the other riders are putting into, riding, 3, 4, 5, 800 Ks a week, doing the fast rides, doing the intervals. You're just consistently training, just putting in the work basically. So this is me at Weekend Warrior numbers. I enjoy riding, always will, and live to ride, ride to live. It's just Adelaide's just amazing. It's like a computer game. People do that. They're doing Zwift. I'm here in Adelaide, man. Like, people ask me, what do you think about Zwift? I'm like, yeah, that's cool. If you like it, man, that's the main thing. But for me, being indoors, I'm indoors enough. I like to get out on the bike, out in there in the fresh air, get out there in the real world. But I think Zwift, if you're into it. That's great. But for me, I just, Adelaide, man, it's just amazing. Just to be able to have this level of cyclists all the time, man. It's crazy. Like year after year, people come and go from cycling. But there's this level that we have in Adelaide that's consistent, and it started off with riders like Alan Gill and that, and Stuart O'Grady and Patrick Yonker and so many riders off the top of my head. You can't even. There's so many lists. This continual level of cyclists. Russell Van Hout and Adrian Layden and just the gang over the years. I guess I shouldn't mention too many names because I'm not leaving it out. But just there's always this high level, man, of riders ripping up Norton Summit. It's really interesting. It's an interesting phenomenon. Just riders out there just ripping up, and then Strava kicks off, and then Strava kicks off, and then all the social media comes with that, and then younger kids, younger lads, they're on social media, and then it gets popularized, and then you see videos like this, and it inspires people, and it just carries on, carries on, carries on. But I definitely say Strava and Instagram are really, and YouTube especially, really like cranking. Going to pick up Natasha now. They're really cranking social media to the young generation, and that's really good. That's really good. So that's the finish line there. I'll go back and pick up Natasha. She'll be coming up, and then go to the finish line and get some water. Well, actually, not the finish line. So I go up to the Tower Hotel. That's another thing cool thing about Norton Summit. You have this then they'd see the riders flexing up, so flying up there. You also have this amazing water abilities to get water up on the climb there. So it's just a real Norton Summit. It's not a hard climb by any means. It's definitely not a hard climb. It's quite an easy climb. You ride it with no hands if you've got a bit of fitness. But it's just a great climb to race up with the crew. If it was steeper, that'd be better for me. But it is what it is. Just a great, iconic climb of the world, Norton Summit. Not the hardest, but it's got great views and it's got great vibes. And it's just a great place. All right. See you next week.